So this is a late afternoon video for making video purposes, I guess. I'm out here just doing some maintenance to the X3, just checking fluids, that kind of stuff. I'm putting the charge to the battery because it hasn't been run for probably about a month now, and it's been cold. The weather outside kind of looks nice. It's nice and sunny, but I can promise you, yeah, so we've had a lot of snow and ice and snow and ice and snow and ice, so it hasn't been really pleasant to get these machines out here. Plus, again, I live in the Annapolis Valley, so a lot of the trails are groomed around me, and I'm not one to piss off a bunch of sledders. So typically, if I want to go out, I have to trailer down the road to like Windsor area or somewhere. But anyway, I had a video idea, and I get called everything under the sun on my YouTube channel. A sellout, a poser, an idiot, a moron. Just for whatever reason people want to talk. Sure, go ahead if it makes you feel better. Anyway, the video idea was I got called a sellout on one of my channel or one of my videos because I'm promoting a product. So I get to choose who I deal with on my channel. Not the other way around. People just don't send me stuff out of the blue. I'm the one who talks to them. I'm the one who decides what product and what company that I get to deal with. I get emails weekly from people just wanting me to promote their product. Well, if I don't know who you are and what your product is and how good your product is, I'm not going to promote your product. Anything that I promote on my channel, as far as, you know, product placement or anything like that, come from people who I've spoke to, either on the phone, via email. I try to talk to people on the phone so I know I'm actually dealing with a person and not some AI bot that's just sending people random stuff, especially these days. So my products that I support on my channel are products that I feel comfortable telling you guys about. So, how's the product been holding up? So, the main supporters of my channel have been RPM Powersports, RPM Side by Side. It has been A&UTV Pro, it's been Rocksolar, and it's been Starknight. So, I don't have a lot of products from Starknight, ATV Pro, or Rocksolar. Again, the main sponsor has been RPM. So let's go through some stuff. I put 4,000 plus kilometers on this machine. Some of the products that I've been promoting have been on here longer than others, so keep that in mind. But the longest has been all my RPM products. So let's talk about that. The muffler. I've got a 3-inch chambered exhaust system on this X3. I didn't want anything too loud because I ride shared trails sometimes, so I didn't want to piss off any hikers or bikers or walkers or whatever who don't feel I should be there, but legally I'm allowed to be there, so screw them. So I got a 3-inch chambered system for that reason. It's held up great. No complaints on it. Recently, one of the runs that I did, I melted some plastics in the rear. I don't blame that on the system. I blame that on where the license plate mounts, kind of halfway hanging over the backside here. If the license plate was positioned up so that the bottom was up, then I don't think that would have been a melting plastic issue. I don't blame that on the muffler. That's my fault. RPM, plenum clamps. So plenum clamps go around your intake plenum. On the X3s, they have been known to split. Mostly in the higher horsepower ones, especially if you start adding horsepower over stock. This is a 135 horsepower machine here. So it's probably not going to be, I'm probably not going to split a plenum doing that. I'm probably going to be pushing, 250, 300 horsepower before I'd see something happen. But hey, reports have been, you go on the Maverick X3 forums, people have had issues right from factory. So product kind of eliminates any further issue that you might have down the road. So yeah, promote that product too. My blow-off valve. My blow-off valve is from RPM. Love it. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't get old. But if you ever want to run a blow-off valve, and I suggest you do, because it does help save your turbo. A lot of guys are up in the air about that, but every time you close that throttle plate, all that boost coming from that charge tube, it's got nowhere to go. It's going to go back into your turbo. You're going to get forced back into your turbo. So then you have air coming backwards, and you open up the throttle plate again, then it has to go forward again. So anyway, it just, I find it does help with throttle response. I've ridden with and without it. I feel I get better throttle response with. You have to go by the seat of my pants and not yours, because if you don't own an X3, then you don't care. But same thing happens with any other machine that's turbo. Cars, trucks, doesn't matter. It's all the same. You're forcing air into something that can no longer accept air, needs to go somewhere. It's going back in your turbo if you don't run a blow-off valve. Next thing from RPM I just got recently is the catch cam. I haven't done too many rides on it yet. I have emptied it once, and I said I was going to make a video on that, and I forgot. Whatever's in there for moisture is probably frozen solid, because it's cold. It's like -10 right now outside. And that's Celsius, by the way, so this in Fahrenheit. I know it works because it's captured oily air. It's captured water. I've drained crap out of it. So yeah, it works. I can promise you, just from what I saw coming through that catch cam, it's catching. So again, RPM, thank you very much. I hope I've been a good sport in promoting your products, because I like them. They work. They've got miles on them. They're holding up. That's all I can ask for. Rock Blocks. They're not a channel sponsor of mine, but I will say I'm very much impressed with this fender set. Last ride out, you can see the inside of the cab is clean-ish. Most of the stuff you're seeing here is from transporting it on the highway. That's like, this is from the highway. Last run I did, I had these on, front and back, clean-ish. You're still going to get spray down here, but I'm not driving, and all that water spray is coming up, and I'm driving into it, no longer. So, Rock Blocks, again, not a channel sponsor, but use them. Rocksolar. This little thing. This is the Weekender Pro 250. So it's got a couple ports here. It's got USB, couple port USB here. You can plug 12 volt in it, charge your 12 volt accessories on it. It is a light as well as a SOS beacon, if you ever get into trouble. I had this 2 weeks across Newfoundland. I used it every day. It's been fantastic. It actually, it powered my laptop, it powered my lights inside my tent, it charged my flashlights, it charged my camera gear, camera batteries, all kinds of stuff. I charged other people's stuff with it. Yeah, for a little product like this, thank you, Rocksolar. It's been great, been fantastic. I'd buy another one of these. I'd probably buy a bigger one, actually. This is great for travel, but if I'm doing anything over and above that, what I've done, I'd probably want to get a little bit bigger. So, and saves gas running generators. If you have a power outage that's only going to last, like, you think it's only going to last a day or whatever, been using this instead of the generator. Starknight. They provided me with this overhead bag. The roof's off right now. I've just been doing some cleaning underneath there. I had a bunch of branches that kind of got jammed up underneath the hood, or underneath the roof. The bag, it's been great. I did have one instance where the zipper separated, but I just zipped back over it and zipped it up again, and it never separated after that. So could stand from a little stronger zippers, but other than that, like the bag itself, it's been great. It's actually no tears, no nothing. It's been good. A&UTV Pro. This rack. I run this rack a lot. In fact, it's been on here since I went to Newfoundland because every once in a while I'll find something I want to strap to it. Whether it be like a little day bag if I'm going for a long trip, or just a lunchbox. I've had lunchboxes strapped back there because in the X3 there's nothing to actually strap to. Unless you have one of these. Because it's got all these little holes that you can just put ratchet straps, bungee cords, anything over. So, thank you, A&UTV Pro. It's been great. My chase lights are from Colite, not sponsored or anything like that, but they've held up great. So they're just a set of solid amber lights that I run for dust, for snow. I've had comments from other people on the trail saying, hey, thank you for turning those lights on because I couldn't see you. The taillights on the X3 are weak. They don't really shine through the dust at all. So you need something amber back there. That's, again, why I have actually amber lights in the front, or light covers in the front for my Ridgit lights. Again, Ridgit, can't go wrong with Ridgit. They're solid product, not sponsored. I've been running Ridgit stuff on my equipment for a long time. So anyway, harnesses, they're Pro Armor. They're Pro Armor's, I think, a Polaris thing, but they're just a standard 2-inch harness. I just wanted more protection than the lap bars or the lap belts that this thing comes with. So, yeah. So they've been great. They're comfortable. I can ride all day. I don't get a sore neck or anything like that. They keep me back in the seat where I need to be. So, not sponsored. Great. All my little RAM mounts. I've got a RAM mount up here. I've got RAM mounts for my GPS, RAM mounts for my phone. Not sponsored. Love RAM mounts. Been using those for my trucks, ATVs. Dad's got him some for his side-by-side. We're running them in this side-by-side. So, it wasn't a ride video. I understand that. So, I'm trying to get out when the weather allows, when time allows. So, springtime's coming up. When spring, I work in the agricultural industry. So, when spring comes, it's a nut house where I work. Just insane. But hopefully get out a couple more times before that happens. But playing the snow. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this video. Just to give you a little bit of insight on some of the stuff that I use. If you're interested in any of my sponsored stuff, head down to my description below. And I do list everything in there. RPM side-by-side. If you go to the website and go to the checkout, most items on the website qualify for a 5% discount. Should have mentioned that at the beginning, but if you go to the checkout, RUIGUI5, RUIGUI 5, we'll get you 5% off, and that helps with shipping, especially international shipping, especially if the tariffs come through. Not going to mention that. I'm not a political guy, but any Americans who watch, just really prefer if we don't get into a trade war. That's not good for anybody. Anyway. It will help with shipping, taxes, and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, appreciate you guys' likes, comments, views. Post down below if you have products on your machine that you want others to know about. If you got a video, link it below. You know, you're always welcome to comment on my channel. Recent comments I've been getting on my channel for my videos have been, oh boy, some of you guys have some anger issues. Anyway, be respectful to people. Be respectful about opinions because everybody has an opinion. It's like an asshole. Everybody's got one. Got to respect it. So, getting way off topic. See you guys out in the trail on the next run. See ya. Raw guy out.